Alright, so I was gone for a while. I pulled a CHATZU, so sue me. I had things to do, and I'm pretty sure you did too. Okay, so to update things, I now have a flip video camera, so hopefully I will be able to make videos in a more frequent pace, which will include Dragon Box number 1, which I will be ordering very soon. So look forward to that. It's probably gonna take about a week or two before it gets here, so hopefully I can do a review or 2 or 3 of however many while waiting. So that's all I have for now. This is Ratzu. Bye.
As a famous video game character once said, "Did you think I was gone forever?"
Greetings, folks. Ratzu here. Random Dragon Ball fact number 1. Did you know that there are 3 differences between Piccolo of the manga and Piccolo of the anime? Yes, in the manga, Piccolo has 4 fingers. In the anime, he has 5. In the anime, Piccolo's fingernails are white. In the manga, they're black. And in the manga, Piccolo's muscles are yellow, when in the anime, they are pink. Dragon Box number 1 review, link in the description. See you there!
Hey guys, John here. I'm going to be selling short stories I'm going to be writing on my website at chatzu.hodry.com. I'll find a way to get a link in here, or I'll put it in the comment section, depending on whether you're watching this on YouTube or Blip TV. But yeah, it's only 50 cents, so it's not very expensive at all. So I just hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome to the CHATZU'S Show, a series where I will be talking about a range of topics. Mostly I hope to do a lot of movie reviews, though I might also get onto other subjects like current events or just anything random I feel like talking about at any given time. Some of these may be completely unscripted like this intro is right now, or they could be heavily scripted because I'm actually currently working on writing and figure what the hell, give me a lot of practice. This video is going to be real short, though a lot of my videos I'm hoping to be anywhere from like the 5 to 10 minute range, though that could change completely. I have no idea. I'm just going to kind of wing this for a while and see how it goes, be experimental. Because back when I used to make videos a long time ago, when I was at my most experimental, I feel like I was at my best, so whatever, let's see how this works. And that's all I really have for now. I'll see you whenever I decide to make my next video. Peace. Okay, I've spent the last 2 weeks trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my first official video here. And I had several topics I was to talk about. I wanted to talk about Iron Man 3, Bioshock Infinite, but honestly, after the Xbox One reveal, that whole press conference, a lot of these other topics kind of seem like old news now. Pretty much just got a list that I'm going to go through that I type out, and I'm just going to ad-lib this whole thing. Hopefully it works out well. It's probably going to be a disaster because I suck at ad-libbing on camera, but fucking whatever. Okay, first of all, the name. Xbox One. First of all, it sounds like it's the first Xbox. I mean, apparently they were trying to say, oh, it's because it's all in one. Ooh, that's not really what we were looking forward to. We were looking forward to games, though. Honestly, I didn't really expect much in terms of games because I figured they were going to save that for E3 anyway. But it's such a stupid kind of gimmicky name, sort of like Nintendo has done recently. But Nintendo with like the Wii, it's a silly name, but with a company like Nintendo, they can sort of get away with it. I'm not sure really how to explain that, but Nintendo can get away with it. Microsoft, not so much. But you know, whatever. It's just a name. The look. I know a lot of people have commented already. The thing looks like a giant VCR. Though I'd say, in terms of size, based on the images in the video that's going around, it pretty much looks like you take two original Xboxes and you slap them together, and that's pretty much the size of this behemoth. I mean, we thought the original Xbox was huge when it came out. Oof. It comes with Kinect, and the Kinect sensor is pretty big. It's big, it's ugly. I've never really used Kinect. I don't see the point, so I don't really have much to say about that. Just whatever. The one thing I do want to talk about is the fact that they kind of used the whole Kinect to talk about this sort of weird TV service thing that they're doing. They didn't go into much detail about how that's going to work, but I was just a little nervous that that seemed to be their core focus was this thing. You're going to be able to play games on it. But you know, that aside, we're not even going to acknowledge the games. Let's just talk about how it's going to enhance your TV viewing experience. I don't watch a lot of TV, and I know a lot of gamers out there are the same way. We play games and we browse the internet. TV every so often, but yeah, so that was kind of, I guess, more weird than anything. If you're announcing a game console that can do stuff with TV, that kind of seems like entirely off topic. There also seem to be a lot of focus on sports. They got this thing with the NFL. I didn't really pay much attention to that portion. I just kind of skipped through it because I don't care about sports. They also showed some stuff from sports games, which would be like in-game engine, and honestly, for next gen, I mean, no, this is going to be just the beginning of it, but the graphics are not impressive at all. I mean, in general, everything they showed that had some kind of gameplay footage, the graphics didn't really stand out all that much. I mean, you look at some games that are kind of come out, like Grand Theft Auto 5, or in general, the demonstration of the Fox engine. That looked amazing. The graphics they showed off here, probably the most impressive thing was when they did close-ups of the cars in that one racing game they showed. And only when they did the close-ups did it look really impressive. So that was pretty disappointing. Then, like right at the end there, they kind of handed it over to the Call of Duty people, which I guess I got some pretty good laughs out of that. I mean, they seem to focus a lot on this AI character of a dog, which, okay. I'm going to say this. I have never actually played the Call of Duty game. I mean, I tend to diss the Call of Duty series every once in a while, but you know, I will fully admit I really shouldn't be because I haven't played the games. I don't know what they're like. I'm just not that big into the shooter genre, at least not in terms of trying to be realistic. Probably the only interesting thing that they showed was a trailer for a Remedy game. I keep looking it up, and I keep forgetting the title for some reason, but I don't know, I was just excited that Remedy's coming out with a new game. I love the Max Payne series. I played a little bit of Alan Wake, and I thought that was really fun, so I'm kind of interested to see where that's going. But the topic that everybody's really talking about, well, if you can call it screaming talking, or, you know, all caps rage, was something that didn't actually happen during the press conference. It's something that was said by, if I remember correctly, I think it was the CEO? I have no idea, but someone involved at Xbox said a general concept of how the whole blocking used games thing is going to work. And that's where they completely lost me. I, like many gamers, like used games. I'm not a big fan of paying $60 for a game. Now, if it's a game that I really want to play right then and it's brand new, okay, you know, I'll chuck up the $60. But for the most part, I tend to stay away from getting the brand new titles. In fact, the only reason I played BioShock Infinite is because I bought a graphics card for my my computer, or a video card, excuse me, and it just happened to come with it as a freebie, which was nice. Pretty much, if I remember correctly, the way it's going to work is you have to actually, when you get the disc, when you put it in, you have to first, it comes with its own unique code, and you have to type in the code, and then after you've got the confirmation code and everything, it'll actually download to the hard drive. You have to download every single game you get to the hard drive of the Xbox One. I hate even saying that name. But you download to the hard drive, which is going to take up a lot of space. It's got like 500 gigabytes of space, but if you're constantly getting games for it, that's going to fill up pretty damn quick. Especially with next generation games, which are going to, you know, hopefully if they're any good, they're going to take up even more space. And once you do that, apparently there's some clarification that you can play them all on the same. You can play it on the same console in different profiles, as long as they're profiles on that specific console. But if you want to, say, let a friend borrow the game, or you know, sell the game, or they also said there was some kind of feature where you can do it online, that the person to play it on another Xbox, on another profile, they will essentially have to pay full price for the game. It's pretty much like if you go and buy a used game that was $60 and you buy it for, say, $45 used on like Amazon, and you get the game, you pop it in, you download the game to the hard drive, it'll pretty much block you from playing it until you pay $60 for the game, which is crap. And some people will try to argue in defense of Microsoft when it comes to, they were saying, do the publishers lose money when people buy used games? Okay, I guess then you would also be against used DVDs or used Blu-rays, used music CDs. Do you have a problem with those too? My guess is you don't. And you think that that's something different. No, it's not. And there's also this whole thing going on about how the game industry is suffering when last year, I don't know if it was just Xbox or if it was the gaming industry in general, but apparently, I'll have to clarify this. I haven't looked this up at all, but apparently $65 billion profit. If I'm not mistaken, that's more than the music industry, and that is more than Hollywood took in. That's for I think last year. That doesn't seem like an industry that's hurting to me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but they have not made a very good case for why they're in such desperate need that they have to get rid of the used game market in order to, what, survive? No, people are always going to buy video games. And the people that buy used games, for the most part, if they're buying them at the low rates they get them at because they're used, most of those people would not have bought in the game in the first place at full price. So you think you're losing money off that? You're really not. Because those people would have just passed on the game. There's only really a handful of people that would be willing to pay full price that go and, buy a game used right after it comes out and really take that money away from the publishers. And I guess my main concern with this is it seems like they're slapping the consumers in the face, and that is going to turn around and really bite them in the ass. I mean, people argue about all the time about, what's better, the PlayStation or the Xbox. And I gotta say, when it comes to console wars, the one that wins usually isn't a matter of which one is selling the most and which one's selling the most, games for that platform. It has to do more with just people's general opinions about the quality. So it's very opinionative. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's very opinionative who wins a console war. But there's only one true way to lose a console war. Ask Sega. I know people have, or people in the game industry have attacked the whole used game markets before. And really, I guess, if for some strange reason someone at Microsoft is watching this video, I doubt it, but if for some odd reason someone is, I guess I just kind of want to leave you with this. The way that you're going about this seems extremely stubborn. And when other companies have done it before, they noticed the backlash and they backed away. Whereas you don't seem to be backing away. I guess if I can sum it up in the form of a metaphor. Companies in the past, when it comes to this, have been like a kid who doesn't know what hot is, who puts their hand on a stove and backs away in pain and says, "Ow, that's hot. Okay, that hurts. I'm not going to do that again." And you seem to be the kid that says, maybe those other kids didn't come at this from the right perspective. Maybe if I keep my hand there long enough, the pain will go away. And if that's the direction you want to take, okay, that's your prerogative. I mean, I guess you're right, the pain will go away. But in the end, You'll be disfigured, mangled beyond belief, and no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you will never be able to repair the damage. But if that's the route that you want to take, then you go right ahead. Because after all, it's your hand. Nice.